My first group exercise class as a personal trainer yesterday, and I had no one signed up to it until half an hour before when one person signed up to it. I've been checking all morning to see how many people were booked on, and there was no one until I arrived and one person booked on, which was great. But then I thought, oh gosh, I can't have just one person and run the class. What I would do then is I would ask that person who booked on if they would be happy to do a personal training session as well, and we could use different equipment and things. So I wanted to set up my class with half an hour. So I arrived at midday, and then I wanted to have half an hour to set up my class for 12:30. That was the plan, because I was doing circuits and strength-based exercises. So I decided on a lower, an upper, a cardio and a core, or a core and a cardio. And I wanted to run the class. I didn't want it to become this thing where the longer I left it and didn't do it from joining PureGym, the harder it would get. So I impulsively decided that at 12 o'clock, I would not go and set up my class like I had planned. And actually, I would go around the gym, introduce myself to people there, and say that I have a new class starting in half an hour. Would you like to come? So I did this. I think I managed to speak to about 6 people in 10 minutes. And there was 2 girls. They seemed quite tempted, which was great. And I said, no pressure. You don't need to come today, but just know there is this new class and it's my first time running one. I only qualified in December. If you've never done class, it'd be a really good time to come and try it, because I too am new. So I set the scene. So I spoke to these 2 women downstairs. Then I went upstairs to the cardio section, and where the stairs come out at the top, it is directly opposite the Stairmasters. And there was this guy doing, on the stairs, and I thought, oh, he looked like he was really going for it. To be fair to him, he was having a good workout. I definitely did not want to interrupt him. So all I did, he didn't have headphones in, so I just hopped on the Stairmaster next to him. And I was like, I'm just going to talk to you, so you don't need to reply. Carry on doing your workout because you're smashing it. But I'm just going to let you know that I have got a class and it's in half an hour. And if you would like to come, that would be great. And if you don't, that's fine. But, I'm just walking around the gym and letting people know that I have this class. And I left him to it. And then I went down the treadmills, and there was one lady at the end, and I popped in, spoke to her, popped in like I went into a house. I got on the treadmill next to her and asked her how it was going, just started having a conversation. And she was lovely, and we actually had quite a chat. And again, I left it with her, decided I'll just wait and see. There's no pressure. And in my opinion, just talking to people in the gym lets them know that A, I exist, B, that there's a class on. It's a new class to the timetable, so no one knew it was on. But also, it helps me just build rapport with people, and for me, that's important. And I really want to foster this sort of sense of community in the gym. Now, I am a bit of a different personal trainer. Look at me. I am different. And I do have moments where I'm in the gym as a member of staff and I don't know, putting weights away, tidying up. And sometimes I think people look at me like I don't belong. Well, I do belong. My story to get here is just a bit different to most people's. And part of me talking to people and kind of like outreach in a way is how I'm going to do things. It is a bit different, and it is about building relationships and letting people know my journey, my story, but how I might be able to help them on theirs as well. So I spoke to this lady, spoke to 2 other people, actually recovering from injury, so they weren't able to come, but they did seem quite interested. And so it took 10 minutes to do that, and then I went to set up the class, and I only gave myself 20 minutes. And I wanted to set up 8 stations. I was doing 2 different circuits, and I needed to connect the mic to the sound system, and I needed to get my phone. So I was starting to get a bit anxious, and I was thinking, oh gosh, if only this one person turns up, I'm setting all this up for nothing. Anyway, I had a guy turn up, actually a guy that I gave an induction to on the weekend, in the week. That was lovely because, yeah, I built the rapport and he came. So that was great. Then another girl came who I think just saw there was a class on and actually wanted to come. She came into the gym for it. And then one of the women that I actually spoke to came down and came in the class, and she'd never done a class before. And I was really nervous. I was bricking it, I'll be honest. I was really nervous. I'm very good at putting on a front, so I might not have come across as nervous, but trust me, I was. And anyway, I did it. I ran a class. Me, Rhiannon, ran a class, an exercise class, a group exercise class where people had to watch me demonstrate an activity. Sorry, I did jumping jacks in front of people. It took me on my fitness journey, oh gosh, 18 months to be able to physically do a jumping jack, and maybe mentally, I should say, to mentally be able to do a jumping jack. Not because I knew or thought I couldn't do it, but mentally I couldn't do it. And I did it in front of three people, and they followed and they did it too, and we warmed up and they did my stretches that I told them to do, and I showed them all the different things, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. And I'm really proud of myself. And I think had I just had two people turn up, because fundamentally the guy and one of the women, they were going to turn up anyway. I managed to get one more from my walk around the gym. If they had turned up, I still would have run the class and I still would have felt really good. But I wouldn't have had that moment of going out onto the gym floor and connecting with people and just being like, hi, I'm Rhiannon and this is me, and I'd love it if you came. And I'm so proud of myself for doing that and encouraging someone to come. And at the end of the class, she said that she'd been coming to the gym for a while and nobody ever had convinced her to go to a class. And I did that. And she told me that she wasn't strong, but she did everything. It was great. And I'm just so proud of the three people that came and sort of almost believed in me. And I think they enjoyed it. And I've asked for feedback. So hopefully they will give me some comments during the week when they are less out of breath and sweaty. But I just, it's important for me to get feedback so that I can improve it next time. And I know there are things I'll do differently. I was definitely a little bit flustered. The timings were not great, but I did it. And I went out to the gym floor and I connected with people. And that is a win, is a huge win. And then I had an induction almost straight after. So I tidied up my class and I went to wait for the client for the induction. And in that time, the guy that was on the Stairmaster came down. He asked me how the class was. I was like, I think it was really good. And this is a guy, he hadn't communicated with me. He was not going to say he was dying on the Stairmaster, but he was having a workout. He was like mid-session. I almost didn't talk to him on that basis. But he came, asked how it went, asked how many people were there, and I was like, 3 people. And he was like, oh, okay, I could probably do that. Because it turns out that he doesn't like group exercise because of, the idea of being in a group. Trust me, I get it. I couldn't do jumping jacks. I get it completely. And we had a really nice chat actually. And I said to him that if at any point he would like to do the class and he's feeling a bit anxious or, worried about what the exercises are, I'd be more than happy to have a chat with him and actually go through what they'll be in advance so that he can kind of mentally prepare himself to come to the class knowing what will be expected. Because I genuinely think that's half of the battle with getting people who are anxious into the gym or into fitness. It is about knowing what to expect. And that's whether you're neurodivergent or not. It could be whether you're just a bit nervous or anxious, or you just don't like surprises, or you like to feel prepared. And that's what I'm going to do and what I am doing, and the exact reason why I'm becoming a personal trainer, or have become a personal trainer, and have actually delivered a class, a group exercise fitness class. What? There has only been, I think, 3 times in my life I've actually been proud of myself. The first time is when I lost weight. Really proud of myself, for doing it and the journey being as my journey has been. The second time was when I qualified as a personal trainer, did that final assessment and passed it. And the third time was yesterday. And having that guy come and talk to me after and ask how it was, that was like the cherry on top of a really, really good cake, because I'm building a community of people who need things to be done a bit differently. And I'm building a community of people where I, 2 years ago, would have been welcome. And I never had a community. And I'm building one. And it makes me so proud of myself. I went to university, I got a degree, never really felt that like I was proud of myself because I got a degree, but it's different. It didn't mean anything to me. This means something. And if those 3 people that came to my class ever watch this, thank you. I really appreciated you coming. Also, I really appreciated the photo. So I said to them at the end, would anyone mind if I took a photo? And obviously I will respect people's preferences when it comes to that. And I wouldn't want to do it without asking them first. The guy, he agreed, he was fine. But the 2 women, oh no, we'd rather not. Okay, absolutely fine. Inside, I was like, oh damn, I really want a photo. But I was like, no, that's fine. And I was thinking, it was the end of this, like, how can I take a photo with their permission that I can post to be, I did it. I really did this. It's like, can we take a foot photo? So I asked the 3 of them, can we take a foot photo? And we all put, I think, like 1 foot in, and I took a photo. And so I have this foot photo. And then the guy that came, he was ace, and we did a selfie as well. So I did get a person photo. But I think even just doing it that way and being like, well, first of all, I said I would really like a photo, but I didn't pressurize them or just take it. It was like trying to compromise in a way that they could be in it in a way they were comfortable, and I could celebrate this huge achievement that I did. And yeah, I'm going to share the photo now, so hopefully you will see it. I just am really proud of myself. So I do have now, I think hopefully it'll be like a regular thing on a Sunday at 12:30 at PureGym Wolverhampton South. And if you're a member there and you want to try it and you're a bit nervous, message me or come and find me on the gym floor in advance, and I'll go through everything that we're going to do and the format of it as well. I'll probably make a YouTube video that is just about the format of that class so that anybody could watch it and see how I do things. Everything I'm trying to do is with kind of sensory overwhelm in mind and trying to accommodate anxiety, essentially, and to make this journey as easy and frictionless as possible. Anyway, that's all. That's the video. It's just a video talking today about how proud I am because I did that. I did it. And if I had told myself, even 6 months ago, I would have done it the way that I did it, I honestly wouldn't have ever believed you. And I did it. So, yeah, I'm really proud of myself. And that's it. That's the video. So, thank you for watching. Bit of a different one for me, but yeah, just to give you an insight into how I do a class, what to expect if you come to my class, and just taking a moment so that I don't forget in the future how good I feel, because not every class I do is going to feel good. I'm sure there'll be some classes where I do something wrong or wish it could be different or I could redo, but I need something to come back to remind myself that it can be like this, and this is my purpose. Like, this is what is going to drive me to change fitness for people who don't fit the norm, who aren't typical, and who just need things a bit differently. So yeah, so I'm a personal trainer, Rhiannon. I'm autistic and late diagnosed with it, and late diagnosed ADHD. I have anxiety and depression, and I take meds, and fitness and health and well-being has saved my life, and now I want to help others on their journey. Please like, share, subscribe, anything you need to do to see more of my content if it resonates, because I want to help as many people as I can. Thank you.